everyone, it's me again. Thank you for joining me in my journey of finding my dad. And if you want to know why I'm doing this, go ahead and look in this YouTube channel and go back to the beginning because it's a long story. But basically, I was raised without a dad, and some really wonderful people came into my life, and I'm so thankful for that, and I've been just fine. But I was contacted on the internet through Ancestry.com by someone, and we were matched as cousins. And so it's a really interesting story. I'd love for you guys to watch the other clips so that it makes sense. But basically, this is really about finding my dad and the feelings that I'm having right now. I haven't met my dad yet, but I know who he is now for the first time in my life. I've been wanting to document what it's like, because I think like my whole life, people, when people know, which I'm not like, I don't know who my dad is, but when people find out that I don't know, I think they're like, what's that like? And really? And they find it so hard to believe. And so I don't think a lot of people get the opportunity to do this, which could be good or bad. But I think it's really interesting too. So I wanted to document this, especially on Friday when it became clear that I might actually be finding out who my dad is after 34 and a half years of not knowing who my dad is, my entire life, really, that I can remember. When I got the email, the original communication on Ancestry.com, my husband was like, Zoe, you need to write a book. And I'm like, I don't know how to write a book, but I know how to use my camera, so that's what I'm gonna do instead. So hi everybody, hello world. I'm using my camera to document what's going on instead of writing a book, and maybe I'll be able to write a book someday. Karen Kingsbury, if you want to write a fictional version of this, I'd love to meet with you. Anyway, sorry. But I wanted to discuss today, so it's been 4 days, 4 days since it became clear who my dad might be, and he actually is alive and all that. And so I had some amazing people, still have some really amazing people in my life right now. I was always the youngest. My mom raised me, so it was really just my sister and I for a long time, my half sister and I. And she was single for her entire life, and she actually passed away when I was 11 years old in 1994. And so my aunt and uncle actually raised us until I was 18. And so with that, then I actually got 2 new brothers, my cousins. I call them cousin brothers. I mostly just call them brothers now because we're so close. But so I have, my sister, my 2 cousin brothers, and then I actually do have another half brother who was raised by his dad, who I see once in a while too, but it's not as often as I wish. He lives kind of far away, and we kind of both have our lives, but he's great too. So I have these 5 siblings, or there's 5 of us total. And this is going to be really hard. Like, I told my sister, I don't really have parents, like my aunt and uncle aren't in the picture right now. My aunt actually passed away, and my uncle, who's not blood related to me, remarried, and, he has his new family. And so, I'm really close to my siblings, my cousin brothers and my sister. And I'm scared to tell everybody what's going on. I did tell my sister just because my cousin emailed me off of Ancestry, and he gave me the name of my dad, or supposed dad, or who he thought my dad was going to be. And I called my sister and I'm like, do you remember this name? Because this name sounds so familiar. And she's like, yes. It was, but she was really hesitant too. I think there's a reason that my mom didn't want us to know who our dad was. Like, it's not on my birth certificate. It's, she, you know, told me a first name one time. Usually when I would ask her who my dad is, she would say, you don't have a dad. You don't have a dad. You know, and actually didn't even really understand that she was wrong until I was older. Like, you know, not that old, but my friends were like, you have a dad. Like, everybody has to have a dad. So I think one time we got it out of her when I was like 5 or 6, and so she said this name, and then when my cousin said it in an email, it was like, oh my goodness. So I told my sister, but I think my sister is always really cautious about things she gets involved with, and she's so smart for being that way, and she has a great life, but I think she's just more reserved. Like, that's her personality than I am. I'm like I'm gonna tell everybody about my life and I hope it inspires people kind of girl, and I've always been that way, even with the struggles that we had when we were younger. But I believe our struggles make us stronger, and I'm just willing to share those things for whatever reason. I hope what I've shared has helped people. I think it has. I do a lot with philanthropy, and, you know, I'm not trying to brag here or anything, but there's some really amazing organizations that helped me when I was young, and so now that I'm at a place where I can talk about it, I love bragging about them, and I love helping them fundraise, and, you know, talking about all the amazing things they did for me, and, you know, hopefully they can raise funds and do those amazing things for other people. So I've always been kind of an open book. I've never done YouTube, so this is new, but, or a video blog or whatever this is. But, so my sister's more reserved, and I think, you know, my whole family kind of knows that my mom didn't tell anyone who our dad was because she probably had a good reason. And I'm kind of afraid to tell my siblings because I now am more aware of that reason, and some of my suspicions were true. I met with my dad's sisters, and you know, they didn't go into details, but they confirmed what I already knew about him. And I'm not going to go into details because it's not my place to say things like that. I have not even met my dad yet, and so you know, I don't know who he really is or why he did the things he did or any of that. So that's just not my place. So I hope you guys understand that right now, that I'm not going to go into those details. But I think I'm afraid to tell my family that I found him because I know they're going to worry about me. And I don't want them to. Like, I am being cautious. I know I'm being cautious. I'm not, you know, giving him my address, and, you know, I'm going to ease into this. And I really do trust my aunts right now, his sisters. I've met with them. They seem like great people. I've been praying about this. I really know that God is going to take care of this situation, and I'm just going to do what, you know, he puts into my heart. So anyway, I haven't told my siblings. I'm feeling really guilty. I haven't really told anyone. Like, it's kind of like so I've told like 4 people. And my husband is one of those people. And I told it was a friend, and she was actually there when I got the original email. So, and I told another friend. So, okay, that's 4. But it's kind of like when you're pregnant, you find out you're pregnant, for those of you that have kids, and you, this is the best way I can describe this. Like, you know you're pregnant, but you want to wait till that 12-week marker just so that, you know, if something does go wrong, you don't have to, you know, the whole world knowing. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's like a secret. Like it's this secret that I have that that I really want to share with everybody I see. But I'm just not ready to talk about it yet. It's so weird because that's why I'm doing these videos too, like so I can feel like I'm telling someone. I haven't posted these yet as of, you know, right now. I'm gonna hold on to these till everything plays out, but I am really nervous to tell my siblings, so I'll let you guys know how that goes when I get the courage to do it. But yeah. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. And thank you for coming on this journey with me. And if you'd like to see more or be updated when I post these videos up online, go ahead and hit the subscribe button wherever it is. I'm not a YouTuber. And also, if you want me to post more videos, go ahead and like this video. Thanks, you guys. Have a great day. Mwah. Bye.